My career journey is possibly a wee bit different, a wee bit more varied. I started off when I left school working in retail. I worked in retail for about 5 years, and then I realised that something different would be more suited to myself. I always had an interest in engineering and practical subjects, particularly at school, and then after school I always enjoyed tinkering with bikes and cars, and I thought there must be a career somewhere in this for me, and where can I go from here?
So my dad and my brother are both engineers, so that's probably what inspired me, but I started, I did physics and maths in high school, and that I was really good at them, so it was kind of the obvious career choice to go to. I didn't quite get the results to go straight into university of my choice anyway, so I went to college for 2 years and did a HND in mechanical engineering, and then applied for uni and got into for 3rd year. So then I did my 3rd year and got my bachelor's in mechanical engineering at West of Scotland University. And then I couldn't get a job because it's just, you don't get any experience in university. So then I just decided that the apprenticeship would be the best option to get the experience, and it helped with end up getting trade papers at the end and having a degree, so come out on the best.
Probably started with when I was in school, kind of getting sort of influenced by different teachers and what path I wanted to go on. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be university, college, or kind of just going straight into work, and because I wanted that extra learning, I decided to venture as an apprenticeship because I was going to also get paid while being in an industry, but also getting that kind of that experience, and then also learning, getting the qualifications I wanted to. So that's how I kind of got into it, and it was a case of teachers were kind of like helping me sort of look at different companies and stuff like that, same with my family.
I was inspired because I always loved engineering and stuff like that in school, and it just how my brain worked. And then so I applied for uni and I did mechanical engineering at uni, but then I saw Rolls Royce advertised online, and again, I'll be quite interested in learning as you're going and stuff like that, so I applied. Yeah.
I was interested in aeroplanes from a young age. I used to go to Lookers, up to the air show when the air show was there with my grandpa and my uncles and stuff. Up and watched that. Got really interested in planes specifically. Moved on to cars, I like tinkering with cars and things. And then there's always a big trip to the transport museum. I loved going as a kid, and from there it just progressed into wanting to know how these things work, how they're made, and just got interested that way.
It's a 3-year apprenticeship. The first year is spent solely at college, so you're a 5-day week at college. That's you working towards your NC in manufacturing. The next 2 years you complete a day release HNC, so 1 day a week you travel to college, the other 4 days or 5 days, depending on your shift pattern, is spent in the factory. It's split into 3-month segments. It's been a bit different because of the pandemic, it's kind of changed things, but normally it would run on a 3-month placement and you would move around the factory to learn the different aspects that you need to complete your logbook. And then in the kind of final 6 to 3 months you're put into your business placement where the business needs you to go, and you learn that kind of specific job.
So it involves me learning when I'm at work, but also having day release 1 day a week, going to Strathclyde Uni and doing part of my degree there and part of my degree within work.
It's really good, yeah, it was really enjoyable. I started at college for the first year, and then now I'm on day release, I'm in college 1 day, and then I'm in the factory for 4 days, but I'm in placement, so I see all the different parts of the factory, the different things. It's really good.
Then you've got a logbook as well that you need to complete, which is within the factory, where your lecturer will come in and observe you to make sure that you're learning and taking on and learning the skills.
In engineering, your STEM subjects are important. A lot of problem solving goes on, so things like maths, technology, graphics, these are important subjects to help with your problem solving and your general understanding. But communication is also very important, so your subjects such as English, very important. So a general all-round is important.
I did all three sciences, so like they kind of helped cross over with like chemistry wise, but physics and maths were the main two I would say that helped me get here.
I would say that graphics and design manufacture are probably the most relatable, as you work with the technical drawings and you learn manufacturing processes through design and manufacture, so that applies largely in here.
Physics, physics definitely. Physics, maths and technical studies, either graph-com or hands-on. I think I always thrive more with hands-on practical, and it was a journey for me to try and convert the hands-on practical into actually what's going on in my brain to understand this. But that was something that actually, once I found that passion, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Getting paid and the fact that I'm getting a degree at the same time.
It was the chance of like learning on the job, being trained, as well as earning a degree out of it as well, which is not something you see on a common basis. It's a one-off opportunity, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone that's thinking about it, to be honest.
It was the appeal of being able to go to college and gain formal qualifications, but at the same time getting practical on the job experience from people who had been doing the job for a long time as well, and getting that experience firsthand. Also, it's worth saying, because it will factor into everybody, you get paid to go and learn. You don't come out of university, and that's not to knock university, but you don't come out of your learning with a debt.
I wanted to know more about it and how everything worked and stuff like that.
It surprised me how achievable it is if you put your mind to it. I actually didn't apply for the apprenticeship until I was older, as opposed to just going for it straight out of school, because I thought, well, I don't know, I might not be smart enough to do that, or I might not have the good grades or that in school. But it's something that if you put a lot of work into and you just go and put your mind to it and work hard, you can achieve it. And I'm proof of that, because I've done well so far in the apprenticeship, and I'm on course to getting my qualifications.